In this video, I want to talk about traffic, because generating traffic is the start of your sales funnel. Without traffic, nothing else happens. So you want to get people to your squeeze page to sign up for your freebie, sign up to your mailing list, and then everything else can flow from there. But if nobody actually comes to your page, if there's no traffic, it doesn't matter how good your products are, it doesn't matter how well thought out your sales funnel is, nothing is going to happen. It's just going to simply wither and die. So let's talk about different ways that you can get traffic to your website. Perhaps one of the best ways, and certainly one of the most efficient ways of getting traffic to a squeeze page, is via solo ads. Now, the way solo ads work is you pay a list owner, another mailing list owner, someone in your same niche, to send an email to their list advertising your freebie. And then people go to your squeeze page and sign up. And this works because it's super targeted. The people on the list are going to be in your niche and they're going to be interested in your giveaway. It's probably the most cost-effective form of advertising if you're just starting out. Now, if possible, and this isn't always possible because it depends on what type of mailing list software the person who owns the list that you're buying into has got. But if possible, you want to try and split test your ad. So you want to have two different versions of your ad sent to selected portions of the list. And then you want to see which one converts the best. And so you can then roll out that message to the entire list, and you'll know that you're going to get a lot of good responses that way. Now, as I said, it isn't always possible to do that. It depends on the list owner, but if you can do it, it's best to do it. Okay, where can you find list owners who sell solo ads? Some good places to look are the classified ads section of the Warrior Forum, which you'll find here at warriorforum.com/warrior-forum-classified-ads. And the Warrior Forum is a forum for marketers, so you can connect with other marketers, and you're going to find lots of people on this site who have lists who will be prepared to sell you a solo ad. So you can look at all sorts of different niches from this site, from marketers on this site. Another good place to look is on Facebook, and in particular this group, which is Solo Ads Testimonials. You can find that at facebook.com/groups/Solo Ads Testimonials. And you can see here where people give feedback on solo ad vendors that they've used, and it's a good place to find people who let their lists out for solo ads. Another way to drive traffic to your website and to your squeeze page is via social media. And when I say social media, I mean sites like Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and more. Now, a couple of caveats here. First and foremost, realize and be aware that it does take time to build a list using social media. It's not going to give you the sort of instant traffic that you're going to get via solo ads. And you must be careful not to violate the network's policies. Some social media networks are more open to this sort of use than others. Now, regardless of what social media network you're targeting, probably the simplest way to drive traffic to your squeeze page is to have that squeeze page as your website in your profile. Lots of social media networks will want you to fill out a profile, and there will be a space there for you to put your website URL in. Well, if you put your squeeze page there, when people want to find out more about you, they go to look at your profile, they see the link, they click it, and they're taken to your squeeze page and they can sign up. The way that social media sites operate and generating traffic from social media is quite an involved subject and goes beyond the scope of this video. And of course, you have to approach different social media sites in a slightly different manner. However, there are some things that you can do on any social media site, like including the link to your squeeze page in your profile, that are going to get you lots of profile views, that are going to get lots of people interested in you and curious about who you are and what you do and that sort of thing. So a few good rules of thumb, regardless of the social media network, is to first of all follow lots of people in your niche. Make sure that you're on lots of different lists. And post great content to your social media site at least twice a day. And it shouldn't be too salesy. It should be, participating in the discussion that's going on the social media site. You also want to share your chosen social media page on your website. You could have a little thing that says follow us on Facebook or visit my Google Plus profile, that sort of thing. And you also want to promote your social media page on any marketing material. So you want to have it on your business cards, on posters, on offline ads, on internet ads, etc. Similar to social media sites are forum sites. And forum sites are probably better than social media in lots of ways because they tend to be very niche specific. So you find that there are forum sites that are aimed only at specific industries or specific interests. So what you can do on a forum site is, first of all, you can have the link to your squeeze page in your profile as before. The same things apply as on social media. But you could also have a link to your squeeze page in your SIG. And this is a good example of a forum SIG. This is on the Warrior Forum, which is an internet marketing forum. But you can see I can click on these leads here and get taken to this person's website very easily. Now, some forums will let you join as a free member, but you have to pay in order to have a SIG link. Others will let you have a SIG link right away. Some you have to be at a certain level to have a clickable link in your SIG. So you need to check with the forum to see exactly what their policies are. Another great site for driving traffic to your website and to your squeeze page is YouTube. Now, one tactic that you can use on YouTube is to make a short video extolling the virtues of your freebie and then have a clickable link below it in the box on YouTube where you're able to fill out the description. You can simply have a clickable link so that people can watch your video, click the link, and go to your squeeze page. Now, one thing that you should not use to drive traffic to a squeeze page at the start of your sales funnel is Google AdWords. Now, years ago, this was a 100% guaranteed way to get people to sign up. You would have a compelling Google AdWords ad which would direct people to your squeeze page and then they could sign up. And although there was a cost involved, you knew that you were going to get your money back because you were effectively paying so much a name. Then Google changed their policies and this became strictly forbidden. And anybody who did that found that immediately their AdWords account was shut. They were banned from using AdWords forever, and it just made life very, very difficult. So of all the different methods, one that you should not use is AdWords. So there you go, just a few ways that you can get traffic to your squeeze page and to start the whole process of getting people onto your list and into your sales funnel. In this video, I'm going to talk about your free giveaway, or often known as your freebie. And your freebie is the first rung in your sales funnel, the first part of your sales funnel, the thing that you're going to use to entice people to sign up to your mailing list so that you can send them information and send them information about your paid for products and services. A free report is the most popular giveaway, and that's what I'm going to be mainly concentrating on in this video. But you can also give away an app or a screensaver. If you do that, if you do give away some sort of software, then just make sure that the file size isn't so large that it uses up all of your bandwidth. Regardless of what you use, there is going to be some sort of investment that you're not going to recoup right away. So you want to keep the cost down, but think of it more as a loss leader than an expense. Now, if you do give away a free report, the report should contain a lot of useful information that the prospect can use right away. So make sure this information is up to date. And the report should be good quality and it should be well written. So if you're not confident of your own abilities as a writer, then you should hire a ghostwriter to write the report for you. And the report should be of sufficient quality that you should be able to charge at least $9.95 for it if it were to be sold. Now, of course, in order to make sure that your report is up to date, you want to make sure you have a lot of information to go in it. So where do you find this information? Well, of course, probably the best source of information for your free report are your own experiences. And that guarantees that the report will be unique. But if it's in a niche that you're not overly familiar with, there are some other sources of information. Forum sites are a good place to look. When you look at the sort of questions that people are asking on forum sites, the sort of discussions that are going on, you can often glean a lot of information from those. Yahoo Answers, again, that's another good place to look for information because people are posting questions, and it could well be the sort of questions that people in your niche are asking, and then you can go in and see what the answers are that other people who are perhaps more knowledgeable about the subject than you are have actually put in, and then you can base your report on those. Product reviews on Amazon.com are always a great place to look for information, particularly if your report is, say, on a software product or it's on some other type of physical product. Then you can get the feedback from people who've actually bought and used the product on Amazon.com, and again, base your report on those. And of course, the website Wikipedia has a lot of information that you can use and incorporate into your reports. Something else that you can use is PLR materials. PLR stands for private label rights. And these are materials that people write and they sell, and then you can simply rebrand them and put your name on them and put them out. Something else that you can use is information that's in the public domain. These are materials made by the US government, which is all in the public domain. It might be materials that the copyright has expired on, and so on. One thing to be absolutely certain of is don't make it a blatant copy of your source material. If you're researching your topic, then you want to include information from more than one source. Also, and again, if you're researching information, make sure that you're not infringing anybody else's copyright. And that's very, very important because copyright infringement can land you in a lot of hot water. And finally, you should rewrite the report in your own writing style. Especially quite often you buy PLR materials, you'll find that they're written by people for whom English isn't their first language. So you'll find there's lots of typos and rather odd language in it and spelling mistakes and all sorts of other stuff. So you want to make sure that it gets rewritten in your own writing style. And you also want to make sure that the spelling is consistent throughout. You don't want to have US English in part of it and British English in another part of it. You want to make sure that it's the same all the way through. Now, PDF, which is Adobe Acrobat format, is the most popular format for these giveaway reports. And there are a number of reasons for this. First and foremost, it ensures that your report can be read on a wide variety of devices and operating systems. So what you want to do is include a download link in the first email that gets sent by your autoresponder. Now, one way to save your document as a PDF is to create it in LibreOffice or OpenOffice Writer. And this is a free open source software package. And it's similar to Microsoft Word, but it does allow you to save directly as a PDF straight from here in the toolbar. Now, I know that there are some versions of Microsoft Word that will let you save as a PDF now, especially the subscription versions. But this is free, and you can download it from openoffice.org for OpenOffice, and LibreOffice.org for LibreOffice. And these software packages are both free and open source, and they have versions for Windows, Mac, Linux, and so on. Something else that you can do is to include a clickable link to your website and giveaway rights with your report. Now, what this means is that whoever downloads your report is free to give it away to whomsoever they choose, provided that it's not altered. And this way, if people share it, the report can also be a useful traffic generator. Now, in order to make this work properly, you'll need to update and change your report from time to time. So after 500 or 1,000 people have downloaded your report, then you'll want to write a new report and put it up on your squeeze page, so anybody who gets the old report and clicks the link and goes to the squeeze page will not see the same report that they've just got.